Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here and welcome back to an all new Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies video. So today, Trek have provided us with a bunch of new teasers for Mauer Der Toten that we're going to get into in a little second. But before we talk about Cold War, we actually have some information regarding Call of Duty Mobile. Yes, that is right. As you guys know, it used to have a Zombies mode featuring Shino Numa. There was even a remake of Transit within the early alpha build of the game. There was going to be Mauer Der Toten 2, but then for some weird reason, Zombies was completely removed from Call of Duty Mobile with no warning because the developers said that it apparently wasn't good enough and up to standard. As to whether that is the actual reason it was removed, no one's exactly sure. People think that it just wasn't performing monetarily wise, so they just removed it to save game space on the application. But Zombies are going to be returning to Call of Duty Mobile sometime soon. The new season recently started for it, so I'm not exactly sure when it is going to be returning, but within the Brazilian App Store, people have been seeing the new icon for the application, and it shows Simon Ghost Riley on the left with a bunch of neon pink, and then we have Primus Richtofen on the right, and there appears to be a zombie or something in the background. So this is the new icon for it within the future update, and Primus Richtofen appears to be zombified. He has the glowing blue eyes, just like when he was in control of the zombies. The eyes were obviously blue, and I find this really interesting. Obviously, the Call of Duty Mobile storyline doesn't really connect to the canon storyline of zombies and the campaign and stuff like that. It's probably just set in yet another multiverse before the universe was rebooted to a linear timeline on Mauer Der Toten when the duality was resolved. But yeah, Primus Richtofen being zombified looks so creepy. We did see the Undead Ultimus version of Richtofen within the Aether storyline, but this is the first instance where we've seen Undead Primus Richtofen. Which do you prefer, Ultimus Undead Richtofen or Primus Undead Richtofen? Obviously, we are going to be seeing Eddie at some point within the Cold War Zombies storyline, and I'm so excited for his introduction, but it's going to be a new take on Richtofen, probably not voiced by Nolan North, and I highly doubt that this in Call of Duty Mobile has anything to do with Black Ops Cold War. But getting that out of the way, we have gotten two new teasers for Mauer Der Toten that Trek posted on Twitter. But first of all, Call of Duty did release their latest weekly brief. And within it they said, keep an eye on Trek and Call of Duty social channels this week for new intel on Mauer Der Toten, the next chapter in the Black Ops Cold War Zombies saga. The wait is almost over, and the official trailer is just around the corner. So, we're not exactly sure when we are going to be seeing the trailer, but it's very close. We might see it tomorrow, maybe even the day after. I'm sure we're going to be seeing a full-on blog post, and then probably a Trek broadcast sometime at the beginning of next week, because right now it's looking very likely that Season 4 Reloaded, which is the update going to be featuring Mauer Der Toten, is going to be dropping next week on the 14th / the 15th of July, depending on which time zone you're in. Now, yes, that is not confirmed. Theoretically speaking, it could potentially be the week after on the 21st / the 22nd of July, but it's looking way more likely that it will be releasing next week. Even on one of the Mauer Der Toten teasers, it does appear to have a 715, meaning the 15th of July, the 7th month, in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Now, on the logo, it looks more like a 115, just a nice little cheeky Easter egg to Element 115, even though Element 115 is definitely not returning, but it looks way more like a 7 on this other teaser, so it seems to be hinting that yes, it is going to be releasing next week. And yeah, within the weekly brief, they haven't given us much information. They just revealed a few of the different bundles that are available in the store. We have the Gilded Age 5 Reactive bundle, we have the Knockout Plan bundle, and we have the Road Mongrel Tracer Pack Mastercraft bundle. They did also confirm that this week we will be seeing the introduction of Face Off 6v6 and a 12v12 Mosh Pit, offering plenty of ways to enjoy the newest Season 4 maps Collateral, Amsterdam, and Hijacked. They then said Rush and Capture the Flag are also coming soon in July's mid-season update. So yes, with this mid-season update where Mauer Der Toten is going to be introduced next week, we will be seeing the introduction of the Rush 6v6 map, reintroduced from Black Ops 2, and the classic Capture the Flag mode. I might make a video soon just recapping everything we know is coming in Season 4 Reloaded. Trek did also tweet, "We hope you enjoyed all of the double XP and double weapon XP over the weekend. Who is ready for some double Battle Pass XP?" So there is going to be double Battle Pass progression starting on July 9th at 10 AM Pacific time, which ends on July 12th at 10 AM Pacific time. With that all being said, let's jump into the two new Mauer Der Toten teasers that are the most interesting things to talk about out of everything that we have learned today. But this is just a taster, since we will be seeing a trailer and a blog post very soon. So first things first, Trek revealed the wonder weapon on Mauer Der Toten. They tweeted out saying, "Get ready for some new toys," with a picture of some blueprints, and previously Trek had said that there is going to be new Omega experimental weaponry on this map, and this is what it is. So it seems like the wonder weapon is called the CRBRS. It says conversion ready, binary repeater, standards, containment and security division, office of Requiem, DS and T. So yeah, this was approved by Requiem, but Omega managed to get their hands on this technology to progress it, as they obviously captured the Requiem strike team at the end of the second Outbreak Easter egg Operation Excision, and we were captive, the strike team were captive for quite some time under Kravchenko's wrath, but Kravchenko is now sending the strike team to infiltrate Berlin on Mauer Der Toten, where the undead Nazi zombies have escaped from the Dark Aether thanks to Valentina using targeted anomaly technology. But yeah, it does seem like Dr. Strauss was the mastermind behind this weapon. It does seem like there's going to be a base version of the weapon that you can see here, and it says it's a fully automatic handgun that fires a lethal energy blast, and a bunch of this is censored here, but then we have these 3 arrows pointing at 3 different variants of the weapon. So in total there's going to be 4 different variants of the weapon. So we're just going to have the base weapon, and then it appears as though we can attach this cog symmetrical type thing to get 3 different variants of it. It says Copycat Companion Sophia provides synchronized support fire. So yeah, I'm sure this weapon is probably going to be used within the Mauer Der Toten Easter egg. I wonder whether each of the members of the strike team are going to have each of the different variants of the weapon, since it says that the 3 different variants of it are going to provide synchronized support fire to the base variant, so they might sort of help each other out in a similar way to the Ray Gun Mark III and even the Ray K, the Ray Rifle on Firebase Z. Since the base version is going to fire an energy blast, and maybe some of the other variants can shoot into that energy blast that it shoots to create a greater effect, similar to those past versions of the Ray Gun. Now, a lot of people right now are referring to this weapon as the Ray Gun Mark IV. I don't think it's a ray gun per se. I mean, we just saw the Ray K. I would hope not to see another ray gun yet again, so I don't think that is the case. But yeah, I am looking forward to see this weapon. Now, we have had this elite mega barrel weapon from the files of the game for quite some time, and apparently this Omega barrel, or whatever you want to call it, has different elemental effects from the boss zombie types. For example, we have one that shoots these orange cannon blasts similar to the Russian Manglers. We have another one that shoots the energy blasts of the Megatons, and finally we have one variant that shoots the purple pulsating shots of the Tempest. So I'm wondering if this might actually be the completed version of the Mega Barrel, and what was data mined and what was leaked was just kind of like a testing version of the Mega Barrel and it wasn't completed, especially because the Mega Barrel, like we were talking about in prior videos, appeared to be an attachment that goes onto your weapon as opposed to it being a weapon itself. And we have the base version of the CRBRS, but then we have the 3 different upgrades to it, which seems to just be alternate versions of this exact same weapon. I do wonder whether there's just going to be one version of this weapon and you are going to be able to alternate between the 4 different types of it, or maybe there's going to be 4 different weapons entirely. I honestly would prefer to just see one weapon that you can alternate between the different fire types. That would be cool, as opposed to seeing, you know, 4 different quests to get each of the different weapons for each of your different characters. But I don't mind either. Maybe this cog thing you're going to be able to take in and out to alter the different variants of the weapons, but it looks more than likely like this might not just be one weapon that you change the fire type on, and it might actually be separate weapons, because even the 3 different versions of it, you can see it has the base weapon attached to it, the handgun, but then it has all of this stuff attached onto it. it, and it doesn't really seem like you'd be able to alternate between them. Maybe you will, but especially this bottom variant, it's absolutely huge. It's like an assault rifle, so I don't really know exactly if the weapon is going to be able to change between each of these different types. But yeah, I do wonder whether this is the final version of the Mega Barrel, unless the Mega Barrel was just something used for testing for the zombie ammo types. But if we do look at the version of it in the top right hand corner of the screen, it kind of does look like the cannon of the Russian Manglers. So maybe this has the effect of the Russian Manglers cannon, and maybe the base version shoots a lethal energy blast similar to the Megaton, especially because the Megaton's blast kind of slows down the stuff near it. So it would work kind of similar to the Raygun Mark III as well as the Ray K, with the two different ammo types that kind of, you know, help each other out. I hope I'm making sense here. I'm kind of just spitballing. We will find out more information about this wonder weapon very soon, and I'm excited for that. And Eric may now tweet out this that is interesting. So the strike team were captured by Kravchenko. Well, it appears as though the strike team spent their Christmas with Kravchenko, and he says that he would love to see those events transpire, especially because it is dated that this weapon was completed on the 29th of December 1984. But yeah, I would love to see kind of like an animation or something like that in the prison. So the next teaser that Trek tweeted said, "Time to get tactical," and it shows the LT-53 Casimir prototype. So yes, this is a new version of the Gersh device, and it appears to have been made by Casimir Zykov, the stranger wandering the Dark Aether. We know that he managed to create a device to try and escape from the Dark Aether, and it seems like this is what it is. And yeah, this is obviously a direct reference back to the Casimir mechanism and the Gersh device, and that is why it is called that. It's probably going to work in the exact same way, but it says, "Colonel, found this in Peck's lab. Do you know about this? We could repurpose as a weapon. I would keep a sharp eye on Peck. He is up to something," from Gorev. And then it shows an activation button. But yeah, this was finalized and approved by Dr. William Peck on the 29th of December 1984. It says the LT-53 Casimir temporarily opens a portal to the Dark Aether using technology from blank. The LT-53 absorbs objects in a small radius and teleports them. Co-developed with blank blank, which I'm assuming is in fact Casimir Zykov. And yeah, I'm really excited to see this, but it does look like it will send the zombies directly into the Dark Aether. So I'm wondering, if you place this grenade down on the ground just like a Gersh device, if you could jump in it and enter the Dark Aether. I'm sure this device is definitely going to be used within the Easter egg to either enter the Dark Aether itself, or potentially, you know, cause different items on the map to enter the Dark Aether, or maybe even pull stuff out of the Dark Aether into the regular world. But yeah, a lot of people are hyped to see the return of this new variation of the Gersh device, and I am very excited as well. I'm really excited for the Easter egg for Mauer Der Toten. It is shaping up nicely now. It does seem like Mauer Der Toten could end up being a fan favorite classic map and go down as one of the greats. And I don't mean to get my expectations high, but from the teaser and everything like that, and considering the fact that Trek have had a bunch of time to work on this map, you know, it's been a great wait since Firebase Z, you would think that this map is going to be awesome. It does seem a lot better than Firebase Z and D Machina. The vibe of the map is very similar to Shadows of Evil, with kind of some vibes of Gorod Krovi and also Town with the destroyed city of Berlin. It's probably going to be a massive map as well. There's going to be lots of secrets. The Cheeseburger Boys did tweet on Twitter, "Would you like to see the return of traps on Mauer Der Toten? Maybe a similar take on the Coffin Dance Easter egg from D Machina, and thoughts on elemental and special zombies making an appearance." So I guess this is a leak here that traps might be returning on Mauer Der Toten, which is going to be interesting since the last couple maps haven't seen any, and you know, they've been missing. And I would love to see another funny Easter egg where maybe the zombies dance similar to the Coffin Dance Easter egg on D Machina, especially because of the fact that Craig Houston kind of teased that recording funny voice lines and stuff like that within the season 4 broadcast. So I feel like that is what he was referring to, this Easter egg that we know nothing about. And yeah, we are going to be seeing some elemental and special zombies making an appearance. We don't know what they are. We did see fire zombies within the subway station in the trailer, but other than that, we're not exactly sure. But having traps will definitely change up the high rounds of Cold War zombies. Anyways, that's everything I wanted to go over today. Like I said earlier, a trailer is going to be coming sometime later this week, as well as a blog post, and we'll be finding out more information very soon about this wonder weapon and everything else, as well as the upgrades to Mule Kick, which is going to be the new perk releasing on Mauer Der Toten. I really hope we do see an intro cutscene for Mauer Der Toten as well, since we didn't see one on Firebase Z, and the intro cutscene was kind of just shifted into the gameplay trailer trailer where we saw Samantha entering the Kaysan Firebase. I would really love to see a recap intro cutscene, kind of setting up the stage for this map as to what's going on with Valentina and stuff like that, and the Nazis escaping and destroying Berlin. Of course, the first one is going to be escaping at some point soon too, and all of the monsters and weird stuff from the Dark Aether is going to be escaping, so these last two maps are really shaping up nicely now. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and make sure to subscribe if you're not here for the latest and greatest Call of Duty news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.